Chief Royal Engineer, honoured guest, Lady Emma, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to welcome you to the 5th Royal Engineer Awards for Engineer Excellence. 2022 has been yet another frenetic year for the men and women of the Royal Engineers, the core of Royal Engineers. And when I say core of Royal Engineers, I include regular, reserves, the Queen Gurkha Engineers, and our civil servants. It is fantastic to return to the institution of civil engineers to celebrate tonight. I'd personally like to thank the ICE team for their support enabling this dinner tonight, and also thank my home team for their hard work over the last 2 to 3 weeks, making sure we arrived here in good order. The good news is I've already booked for my successor 2023 dinner. So no pressure on the team to deliver tonight. But those of you who wish to return next year, put it in your diaries, your iPhones, whatever. 22nd of November 23, we will have the 6th Royal Engineers Awards dinner here in the Great Hall once again. Tonight, we celebrate military engineering in its various guises. We recognise and reward 15 men and women for their contributions to the broad art and science which is military engineering. Can I just offer a couple of parish notices before we proceed? Should there be an alarm or an incident of any form, lots of commanders in here tonight, please wait for the staff to direct you, stay firm and follow their instructions. But also please be minded the staff have got to serve 220 people this evening, so please do keep the aisles around the tables free so they can move around freely and serve us what is going to be a fantastic evening meal. This year we've made some minor changes to the evening, and the most significant, for those of you who have been here before, after 4 years of searching, we have found our own in-house compere. And therefore, I'd like to introduce, as a compere, and she will come to the stage shortly, Martha Vailly. Martha is a major in the Army Reserve. She is currently commanding 225 Field Squadron, the Royal Monmouth Royal Engineers Militia. I was waiting for a cheer, but clearly not. When not undertaking reserve duties, Martha works for ITV as a news correspondent. So before I hand over to Martha to set the scene for the evening, I'd like to invite you to watch a short video of military engineering activity captured during the year. This year, the video follows the Army recruiting theme. The video will be used by the Corps as we press to increase the Corps workforce, regular reserves in 2023. Subject to where you sit in that demographic, it may appeal to you or not.
What does the army of the future look like?
Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for allowing me to be between you and your evening meal. But can I ask you to put your hands together as I welcome Martha to the stage. Thank you for your time, Martha.
Chief Royal Engineer, sirs, mums, ladies and gentlemen, it is a great pleasure to be your compere this evening. In my day job working for ITV News, I'm more usually standing outside in the rain at these kind of events, so it's a rare treat to be in the warm and dry in this wonderful setting, celebrating the achievements of tonight's award winners. As compere, I will also be trying to keep you all to time, which of course shouldn't be a problem for an audience well practiced in doing everything with military precision. So I will just give you a brief rundown of this evening's format. In a moment, we'll be served our starter and main course, after which I'll be announcing the first 12 of our award winners. For that, could I ask you all to please be seated by 10 to 9. We will then pause for dessert, followed by a further 2 Excellence Awards before the Chief Royal Engineer delivers his speech. That will be followed by the final award of the night, the Kitchener Award, and we will then conclude with the Loyal Toast and carriages. May I please also direct your attention to the table books that provide the details of our excellent award winners and our most generous sponsors. And I wish you all a very enjoyable evening. Good evening, everybody, once again. I hope you've all managed to take your seats and that the mess kit is not feeling too snug after that wonderful starter and main course. Without further ado, please may I invite the Chief Royal Engineer, Lieutenant General Sir Tyrone Urch, to join me on stage for the first part of the awards ceremony.
Thank you very much.
The first award of the evening forms part of the Institution of Royal Engineers Contemporary Engineering Challenge 2022. The Professional Development Award is awarded for the best article that promotes or fosters education in the art and science of military engineering. To present the award on behalf of the Institution of Royal Engineers, please may I invite the Right Worshipful, the Lord Mayor of Westminster, Councillor Hamza Taouzzale, to the stage. And the winner is Lance Corporal David Wong from 6-3 Works Group Royal Engineers. The next award this evening, sponsored by the Royal Engineers Association, is the Vailly Award, awarded to the best junior non-commissioned officer completing the junior command course. To present the award, please may I invite Colonel Mark Ruddy, Honorary Treasurer of the Royal Engineers Association, to the stage. And the winner is Lance Corporal David Collins from 3-2 Engineer Regiment. third award of the evening, sponsored by Amey Briggs, is the Inglis Award, awarded for outstanding innovation or design in the core. To present the award, please may I invite to the stage the Managing Director of Amey Briggs, Mr. Phil Crick. The Inglis Award winner is Staff Sergeant Sagar Paija from 2-3 Parachute Engineer Regiment. The next award of the evening, sponsored by Countryside Partnerships, is the Hackett Award, awarded for Best Apprentice. To present the award, please may I invite Mr. Paul Rees, Operational Safety Manager for Countryside Partnerships, to the stage. And the winner of the Hackett Award for the Best Apprentice is Sapper Emilio Johnson, 2-6 Engineer Regiment. Moving on now to the Cloutman Award. Sponsored by Vistry Homes, the award is for the Best Junior Officer with under 3 years service. To present the award, please welcome to the stage Mr. Keith Carnegie, the Chief Executive Officer for Vistry Group. And the winner of the Cloutman Award is Lieutenant Samuel Mallet from 2-1 Engineer Regiment. Our next award is the Staff Corps Award, which is awarded for contribution to engineer logistics and military engineering. The Head of Engineering Infrastructure for the Staff Corps, Colonel Miles Delap, will present the award. Please welcome him to the stage. The Staff Corps Award goes to Corporal Gary Greenwell, 3-9 Engineer Regiment. The next award of the evening, sponsored by Turner and Townsend, is the Mulberry Award, which is awarded for excellence in engineering or project management. The Director and Global Defence Lead for Turner and Townsend, Mr. Ed Robinson, is kindly invited to the stage to present the award. The Mulberry Award is awarded to Staff Sergeant Damien Digney from 2-4 Commando Engineer Regiment. The Falk Award, sponsored by Mott MacDonald, is awarded to the top clerk of works or military plant foreman. Please welcome the Regional Managing Director of Mott MacDonald, Mr. Richard Risdon, to present the Falk Award. The top clerk of works and winner of the Falk Award is Staff Sergeant James Watt, 6-2 Works Group, Royal Engineers. Okay, the next one's a bit of a mouthful. The Archibald Award, sponsored by Atkins, is presented to the best tradesperson across all trade courses delivered by the Royal School of Military Engineering, Royal School of Military Survey, the Armour Centre, Defence School of Logistics, Policing and Administration, and the Defence School of Transport. Please may I invite the Managing Director of Infrastructure for Atkins UK and Europe, Mr. Mike McNicholas, to present the award. The Archibald Award is awarded to Sapper Martin Lambeth from 2-2 Engineer Regiment. Balfour Beatty is the sponsor of our next award, the Windy Notchie Award, presented to the top instructor in the Corps. To present the award, please welcome to the stage the work-winning director for Balfour Beatty, Mr. Graham Martin. And the Windy Notchie Award is awarded to Corporal Jordan Bray, 2-3 Parachute Engineer Regiment. Denison Award, sponsored by Mid-Kent College Training Services, is awarded to the Best New Specialist Royal Engineer. Please may I invite the Managing Director of Mid-Kent College Training Services, Mr. Mike Garrod, to present the award. The Best Specialist Engineer and winner of the Denison Award goes to Lance Corporal Rochelle Lant, 3-5 Engineer Regiment, Explosives Ordnance Disposal. And our final award in this section, sponsored by the Institution of Royal Engineers, is the Gordon Award for Academic Achievement in 2022. It gives me great pleasure to invite the President of the Institution of Royal Engineers, Major General Nick Kavanagh, to present the Gordon Award. The winner of the Gordon Award is Major Chris Adams from the United States Army Command and Staff College. Sadly, Major Adams cannot be with us from the USA this evening, so Lieutenant Colonel Murray Smith will collect on his behalf. Many congratulations to all of those who've received an award so far this evening. You'll be pleased to know that we've actually made up time, so there will be plenty of time for you to enjoy the wonderful dessert and continue with the final award presentations just after 10 o'clock. So please all be seated again from 10 o'clock. Thank you. Welcome back, everybody. I hope you've all enjoyed your dessert and managed to have a bit of a catch-up. Please may I now invite the Chief Royal Engineer, Lieutenant General Sir Tyrone Arch, to join me again on stage to continue the awards ceremony.
Do you know that Emma's going to take the prize?
Which one? She's going to do both of them now.
Julian's not here.
Yes, I was
so
told
it's Lady
it was...
Emma.
Oh, I thought I was told.
Oh, you were told that?
Ooh.
No.
Has that changed?
Yeah.
Okay.
Can you do that?
I can do that. Last-minute change of plans. The Humanitarian Award is awarded to the individual that has contributed most significantly to humanitarian activities in the service and welfare of others. Sadly, the Lord Fellows of West Stafford cannot be with us tonight to present the award. However, the Lady Emma Kitchener will join us to do so. Please, can I invite her to the stage? The Humanitarian Award is awarded to Captain David Hawksworth from 2-1 Engineer Regiment. And our penultimate award this evening, sponsored by Mace, is the Knox Award, awarded to the individual deemed to have contributed the most to operations. To present the Knox Award, please welcome to the stage the Head of Defence and Security for Mace Group, Mr. David Martin. The Knox Award for contributions to operations is awarded to Corporal Darrell Snoddy, 3-3 Engineer Regiment, Explosive Ordnance Disposal.
So I was going to sit down then, and I just realised it's me. Ladies and gentlemen, a very, very warm welcome once again as we approach the end of another wonderful Sapper Awards evening. And I assure you that this speech is categorically not the highlight of the evening. But for those of you I haven't met yet and had the pleasure of meeting, I'm Lieutenant General Sir Tara Nurch. I'm His Majesty's Chief Royal Engineer. I'm sure I'm not alone in thinking long and hard about saying that after dinner or singing it at Twickenham. So Her Majesty, the late Queen Elizabeth II, was our Colonel-in-Chief for 70 years, and I had the supreme honour and privilege of representing the Royal Engineers and the Queen's Gurkha Engineers at the Abbey and in the funeral procession, March, on the 19th of September. I was joined by 450 amazing men and women who shone like beacons of excellence in this, our 306th year as Royal Engineers. Having been fully committed in my last years of service in the Army on recruiting, COVID operations, and royal funerals, I'm now semi-retired, managing my own consultancy, working whenever I feel like it. I run a small holding in Herefordshire. I cannot tell you quite how brilliant life is. But so to tonight's final business, and it's an enormous pleasure to be here again for the 5th Royal Engineers Awards dinner in this wonderful Institution of Civil Engineers Great Hall. And I know you will agree it's been an amazing evening so far. It's so fitting to return to this great venue as the Corps cements its relationship with the Institution of Civil Engineers. Can I formally thank the retiring DG, Nick Baverstock, for all his support to the Corps whilst in role, and take this opportunity to wish him all the very best as he moves into phase 3 of his life and career. And Nick, can I also take this opportunity to formally say welcome to Dr. Janet Young, your successor, who takes over the reins in the new year. So before I invite Lady Emma Kitchener, LVO, to present the final amazing award, could I offer a few closing remarks and say some well-earned thank yous to the stars of the show tonight. So the Corps of Royal Engineers light continues, in my opinion anyway, to shine bright. 2022 has been another exceptional year for military engineering, with elements of the Corps constantly in the vanguard of defence operations at home and abroad. In the future, however, we will be leaner, and in line with reductions across the British Army, the result is that the Royal Engineers will be about 700 or so men and women fewer than today. The good news is we are currently overstrength in the Royal Engineers, And the Army is asking us to try and remain at about 110% of the required workforce target, whilst the Chief of the General Staff fights for a larger Army workforce. This has created opportunities as we continue to recruit into our regular and our reserve ranks, the best men and women society has to offer. So please do help us where you can. When you bump into a budding engineer, point them to the Corps. We will look after them. We will train them exceptionally well before they return to society a better person. And trust me, we genuinely embody the concept of levelling up. For the military engineering community, a whole force approach is critical as we rise to the new world challenges of a war in Ukraine, climate change, and a very real cost of living crisis, to name but a few. Now is the time to strengthen our links with both academia and our industrial commercial partners. We will certainly need to adapt and to experiment to ensure we continue to operate at the cutting edge of technology, often in the most inhospitable conditions, with the threat of ultimate liability ever present, i.e., that unique contract clause that requires us to kill or be killed. What is clear is that our soldiers always offer ingenious, practical solutions to major engineering challenges. I've been a Royal Engineer for 38 years. I continue to be amazed every day by the talent, dedication, and professionalism of the proud Sapper. So tonight, as we take a moment to recognise and reward some of the Corps' finest contributors to our legacy, I'm delighted that we do so in the company of partners who share our vision of engineering excellence and who also do so much to push the boundaries of the possible. So firstly, I would like to thank all our sponsors and partners who are here with us this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, your support, encouragement, and participation in the whole force approach is very much appreciated, particularly in such fiscally challenging times. I'm reminded of an ancient African proverb which goes something like, if you want to go fast, then go alone. If you want to go far, then go together. If you want to go fast and far, build a tribe. And I'm delighted that you were able to sponsor us tonight, to join the winning recipient on your table as you awarded on stage the prize. So let's go fast and far together as we build stronger bonds of professionalism and friendship and share in this celebration of engineer excellence. Hashtag Sapper belonging. Thank you. Closer to home, wait for it. Closer to home, a big thank you. Firstly, to our own institution of Royal Engineers. Incredibly, it is the only professional self-accrediting engineer institution in defence today. I am staggered by that. The Royal Engineers Association, which is looking after our veterans, our serving officers, our serving soldiers, and their families so brilliantly. And the Staff Corps, a unique body of men and women who quietly support defence in the background, offering access and priceless advice on so many matters. Free of charge, I might add. Tonight, represented by Colonel Miles Delap. Thank you. And finally, I turn to the Right Worshipful, the Lord Mayor of Westminster, Councillor Hamza Taouzzale. Hamza, we are honoured and delighted to have you here tonight, reinforcing the bond with your office. And thank you very much for presenting the first award this evening. And before I turn to the real stars of the evening, can I quickly thank the home team who have pulled together this extraordinary evening once again during what has been some really high-pressured months. You have done a truly amazing job, and you should be very proud of what you have delivered once again. And I'm not going to read out your names in full because A, you are too numerous, and B, it's what we do, day in, day out, on behalf of our people. But I couldn't have done it without you all, so thank you. I'd like to pay a special thank you to Matt Quare, Colonel of the Royal Engineers. Tonight, it's not quite over yet, his final task is to deliver this, but Matt has been the RE Colonel for the last 5 years. Stand up, Matt. Take a bow. On behalf of the whole of Royal Engineers Headquarters, thanks very much indeed. And finally, to the real stars of the evening. And to remind you, 14 of our 15 award winners are here on this slide. These awards offer a small window into the depth and breadth of passionate talent amongst all ranks in the Corps. They demonstrate the extent to which Royal Engineers offer the best in engineering expertise, academic excellence, individual endeavour, tradecraft, and operational grit in the face of a determined adversary. Now, I'm going to read out these names, the class of 2022, in full, because it's what tonight is all about. So, guys, when you hear your name, stand up, take a final bow, and accept the applause. Lance Corporal David Wong. Lance Corporal David Collins. Staff Sergeant Sagar Paija. Stay standing, guys. Sapper Emilio Johnson. Corporal Gary Greenwell. Staff Sergeant Damien Digney. Staff Sergeant James Watt. Lance Corporal Martin Lambeth. Corporal Jordan Bray. Lance Corporal Rochelle Lant. Murray Smith standing in for Major Chris Adams. Captain David Hawksworth. And Corporal Darrell Snoddy. Well done, ladies and gentlemen. Do have a seat. Well done. The applause you've heard this evening from all 220 people in this great hall really does signify the high esteem that you are all held in. We all know the future of the Royal Engineers is in very good hands, and it reinforces my view that you are the Sappers, not in the Sappers. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you for listening. Noting that it's best to be roughly right than precisely wrong, I'll finish there. Could I now please invite the Lady Emma Kitchener, LVO, to the stage to present our final incredible acknowledgement of the evening, the Kitchener Award.
The Kitchener Award is awarded to the individual deemed to have contributed most to military engineering in 2022. The winner of this most prestigious award is Corporal John Blackburn, 20 Works Group, Royal Engineers. Sir, could I invite you to call the loyal toast? Sirs, mums, ladies and gentlemen, all that remains is for me to say a final thank you to our amazing award winners for your inspiration and dedication, to our honoured guests this evening, the very generous sponsors and the Institution of Civil Engineers, and One Great George Street as our hosts. And I wish everyone a very safe homeward journey.